We're back. We're back with another episode. I'm really scared to be doing this episode, honestly. I've been feeling a lot of stagnation with the podcast. Actually, that's not really true. I've been really excited to film stuff. Today I was kind of just I had a goal to film something today and I didn't know what that was going to be, and there's so many different ideas of stuff that I wanted to film. And I was just getting lost over and over again. And so today is going to be a more philosophical, that's at least how I'm seeing it in my mind. It's going to be a more philosophical episode. And I wrote some points down, but I cannot see them. I promise I don't have old eyes. I have good eyes, honestly. I actually have great eyes. But I can't really see them in this lighting because I was not feeling my big light today, and I liked these cozy lamps. And if only, I don't like the microphone though. The microphone keeps changing colors. I don't know how to stop that. And sometimes this, I like this. I wish I could pause it at that. I have no idea how to do that. It's my brother's microphone. He doesn't know how to do it either. I checked. So we're stuck with a microphone that changes colors. Maybe it's ruining the aesthetic. Maybe it's adding to it. I don't know if that's adding to it though. Whatever. But here we are. We're gonna get into it. Yeah, okay. So on my mind lately, I've just been thinking about all the different possibilities of people you can be. And it kind of it also kind of expands beyond that too, because I'm you can be whoever you want to be. You can show up however you want to show up. And you can also create kind of whatever kind of reality you want to. And this has all been coming up because podcast has just been something that I've always thought about doing, but I've never actually done it. And now that I've done it, it's kind of I'm gonna find the right words for it. It's challenged my perspective of what reality can be and what life can be. And that's really scary because then I realized that all my limiting beliefs, and I've kind of known this before, all my limiting beliefs aren't real, but they gave my life structure, you know? So, and I always kind of thought about this. It reminds me of, I used to do track, and there were these quotes that I'd see on Pinterest because I love Pinterest. I love Pinterest so much. And there was this quote on Pinterest about track, that was saying, let me gather my thoughts real quickly. It was your legs being really tight, because it's challenging because there's a bunch of different quotes that was on whatever. They would talk about how, frick, I hate this. Okay, sorry, my thoughts were going in a million different directions, and I just needed to cut that. So we're back, but there was a quote that would be when your muscles aren't giving out, your brain is, keep running, something like that sort of. And it's a very track mindset, you know, just keep running, it doesn't matter if your brain is screaming at you, if your legs are screaming at you, you have no limit sort of. Okay, but that leads me back to what I was saying before. Sorry, my leg is so itchy. I have no idea why. I don't think I have a bug bite there at all. It's just driving me crazy. And my nails aren't long or anything. They're kind of dull, which honestly kind of feels good. But that's beyond the point at the moment. Oh my gosh, though. Okay. But it's made me realize we don't have limits in life. And that's probably a very controversial thing to say. And so I totally get if people are no, Jada, we do. And that's totally I believe that sometimes too, but feel free to think that too. I don't yeah, you go live your life, not here to judge. But I'm just thinking because what it comes back to, or portraying it to my life, is yesterday, 2 days ago, I think, I got done with cheer practice, and I was just I just need to up my tumbling skills, you know? I'm a pretty good tumbler there, but I really want to get better as a tumbler too, because there are times when I'm I could do better, you know? And so I was I need to connect my round off back handspring, because that's been something I've been working for a long time. I've been working this for too long not to have it, you know? I've been trying, and I know that it's just my mind being afraid that's keeping me back. So I was just kind of like, okay, I'm just going to like do it. I'm going to go for it. And that night I got it. And I think about quantum leaping. I've heard people talk about how it's like you quantum leap and like into a reality where you have it and it goes back. I was listening to a video on YouTube. I think it might have been a podcast too. And it was talking about like this girl, she had never ice skated before or figure skated. I think this is the right thing. And she stepped on the ice and she got like an axle in her first day stepping on the ice in like 30 minutes maybe. I don't actually remember, so my memory's a little faulty. I'm trying to like replay it back to the conversation right now. But nobody told her that she couldn't do that, you know? And her mind, she just did that. And I know there's a lot of people probably going to be out there that's like, okay, that's a little crazy, that's a little woo-woo, whatever. But I've also experienced that in my life too, to know that even if it doesn't work for everybody, it works for me. And so it's been on my mind a lot. Because, okay, little, story time. I used to never get car sick, you know, but my friends would. And so I'd be like, I wonder what it's like to get car sick, you know, like I'm curious, what is it like to be car sick? And for a while I would get really car sick. I like made myself car sick, not because like I forced myself to, just because I was like, that's cool. I want to try that. I like manifested it for myself. I was a really powerful manifester when I'm younger. I still feel like I am, but like when I was younger, I like look back and I'm like, dang girl, like, yes, like go. But yeah. And so I got car sick, did not want to be car sick anymore. I was like, oh my gosh, this sucks. I don't like this. So I was like, what would it be like not to be car sick? I mean, I got myself to be car sick by asking that question. What if I ask it the other way? I didn't get car sick anymore. I don't get car sick anymore. So that was a cool thing that I think about a lot. Okay, I feel like I'm going off course here, and maybe that's okay, but I want to refer back to my notes to see if there's anything I'd like to talk about. Okay, so because what I've been thinking about lately is you can show up however you want to be. You can have whatever kind of experiences you want to have. And in my mind, I can be like, okay, no, but sometimes, like, what if you need the money for it? And it's like, make money. Like, why does it have to be easy? You can change your mind, and everybody talks about how, like, much your mind creates your reality. And this is going to be a little bit of a weird episode. I'm kind of just feeling like just saying however I'm feeling, talking. Probably there's not going to be very much editing to it. So we're here, and that's how it's going to be. So sorry, not sorry. But like the fact that your life and your experiences can be whatever you want to be can be kind of scary too, because you're like, how do I know how I want to show up? And how do I know what kind of reality I want to create if I have this much control over my experience? And so I've been going through that and just thinking about that a lot lately. And maybe it's just been today. Honestly, sometimes my perception of reality is like, I feel like I've been going on through this for like weeks. It feels like it's been going on for days. No, you just woke up like that. And that's totally fine. That's okay. Okay. But I will say I've been feeling better about it. Especially just like filming a podcast episode. It's making my life feel a little bit more like on track and like, okay, I know where I want to be going in life. And even when it's not like that, that's okay. But that brings me down to my tips, because some of the things I was thinking about is just like, I just kind of want to like throw myself into life more. I feel like, and maybe this doesn't work for everybody, maybe people like, it just scatters them more, which is like, I get that. I feel like sometimes that might happen to me too. But I was thinking, I just want to give myself more experiences, because I feel like the more experiences you have, the more you can be like, okay, I like this, I don't like this. And not to say that it doesn't make you more lost, but I feel like it also can help you find out who you are as a person, and find yourself more, because you're like, you can differentiate and you have a bigger pool of stuff to like choose from, and like what feels good, what doesn't feel good. I think I already said that, but I don't really know how else to say that. But you can be like, I like, as a more specific example, because that was all very, very vague terms. And I already warned, I think I warned us, you, me, all of us, today was going to be a very more philosophical podcast. I think I said that. Sometimes I don't know. But frick, I lost my train of thought again. No, I did not lose my train of thought. My train of thought is here, and that is chill. We're just gonna move on. Okay, so I just wanted to put this in because I did lose my train of thought and it did not come back, even though I said I was trying to do that reverse psychology where you tell yourself, or I don't even know if it's reverse psychology. It's just like you tell yourself one thing and then it tries to like make it your reality. It didn't work. But I wanted to put this in because it felt weird if I was just gonna leave it like that, and it was gonna make me really mad if I did that. But I wanted to do like more of a real life example of choosing what you like versus what you don't like. So for example, if you have more experiences, if you have more friend groups, let's say, and each one makes you feel a different way, like maybe in one you show up like really energetic, maybe one you show up really like intelligent and intellectual, maybe in one friend group you show up really sporty. I don't know, I'm kind of just making this up. And every experience you have, you're gonna have like more, like you're gonna show up differently, you know? And I think what's so beautiful about all those experiences is that then you can choose, hey, do I like myself when I show up sporty, when I show up intellectually, when I show up and I have a lot of energy, something like that. I just like wanted to put this in because I feel like it would have been like really lost without it. And yeah, I know I said this was going to be an episode with less editing, but I might have to edit some things out and just like whatever, because I keep losing my train of thought and it's really embarrassing if I just have like pieces of the episode that's just me like sitting there trying to like force my thoughts to come back when they don't want to come back. I don't really remember what I was talking about before, but here we are. Yeah, I think I like the idea of just like going out to experience more life, because I was reading this book. It's actually behind me. It's this book. It's so good. It's called The Mountain Is You by Brianna West. It's Wiest. It was so good. At first I was like, I didn't get into it until I started like reading it in little chunks. I'd be like, okay, read 10 pages today, read 10 pages today. And just like I kept doing that, and that's how I read it, and it was so good. I cannot tell you enough how much I loved that book. And it's about like self-transformation through self-sabotage and how to like change your mindset like that. But something it talked about was when your life purpose is experience, you can't lose that, you know? A lot of people, because then she goes on to talk about how a lot of people, they're like, oh, my goal, my life purpose is to be a mother, is to be this job, is to show up this certain way. Because sometimes people like go beyond that and they're like, oh, my life purpose is to help people. Well, what happens when you decide like, oh, I don't know if I want to help people anymore? And I think that can like cause people to get really lost. But if you have your life purpose to be something that's just happening every day and that can't stop, you can't lose. If the goal, I mean, everybody's they're like the quotes, that's like, if the goal is experience, you can't lose. You can't. It's impossible. You find what you like, you find what you don't like, and I think that's really beautiful too. And I think maybe that's just something to like think about, because even when you're lost, even when you're confused, even when you're overwhelmed and you don't know who you are and all of that, the goal, you're still experiencing, you know? The goal is experience. You're getting experience. You're getting experience what this feels like. And there's going to be a day, I promise you, because there were times that I was like, I don't know if there's going to be a day that I feel like things make sense, but they come and go, you know? And sometimes they're here and it's just like, it's okay. Everything is okay. Like, I promise you it's all okay. Yeah. So I think I might end it there. I don't know how much time this been. I'm really conscious about the time, honestly. I've stopped and started the video a few different times. But I kind of feel like that's everything I wanted to say. Just go out, experience life. I feel like I touched on a bunch of different points today, and maybe this made absolutely no sense at all. And I think I'm just gonna be okay with that, honestly. I don't know. Yeah. I wanted to film a video today that was more like tips and more like practical stuff. And here's where we ended up. So that's okay too. Thank you again for watching. I don't think I have anything else I want to say. If this was helpful, great. If not, it's experience, you know? But yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day. And yeah, thank you. Bye.